crash. What do we do? Hi, my name is Chris Parry. This is my daily rant from Equity.Guru. Listen, I know out there it's a bit carnagey right now that people are looking at their portfolios and saying, what the hell with all the red? What the hell with the 30% and the 40% off? Listen, man, if you couldn't see this one coming for a while, you've really been sort of convincing yourself of the wrong thing. This crash or slump or correction or recession, whatever it is, it's been coming for so long. It's been so obvious. Real estate up like 150%, crypto up 150%, equities up. Like, come on, man, when everything's going up and there's nothing that's going down, that's a bubble. And it's been bubbling for so long now that we've all forgot to look out for the signs. Over the last 3 months, I've gotten rid of almost all my equities, got all into cash. Now the people who are like, to the moon say cash is a bad thing because inflation is so expensive, your cash value is going down. True, but not as much as Google, Facebook, Amazon, and the entire venture exchange. So right now we're in a place where, because crypto has absolutely ass tanked, and people who had their riches in crypto are now realizing they don't have riches anymore, but they do have a tax bill. Suddenly guys are looking to sell everything. They're looking to just get out of every goddamn deal, be cashed up because next week is going to be a horror show. All right. So what do? Well, here's how it is impacting stocks that are really, for mine, unrelated. If I look at Element Nutrition here, like this is a company that we've talked about for a while, used to be a client that create a beverage that goes in the drugstore aisles that is basically like helps seniors prevent muscle loss, protein, and good things, no lactose, and blah blah blah. It's you can go look at my other stuff about this company to find out exactly what it is, but it's a ready to buy consumer packaged good that is going on more store shelves, that is bringing in revenues, that is building. Company doesn't make money yet, but it's not panicking. It doesn't need to raise millions all of a sudden. This is just a company that is in its growth phase, that is getting on shelves, that is getting in front of consumers, and that has been something that traditionally investors in this stock have been okay with, right? You look at that last couple of months, and what you see is an almost flat level of churn, right? Not a lot of volume, not a lot of selling, not a lot of buying, just like people waiting for the news to come and to justify an increase in share price. Okay, so now you get to now where people need to pay their taxes, they need to get money in the bank, and they need to be sure that they can make their rent because freak out, freak out, freak out. And now we get what you're seeing at the very end of that chart, which is a big old sell-off, right? Now, this is a sell-off that's gone from 33 cents to 18.5 cents in just a handful of days. And then all of a sudden today, jump back up to 22.5. Well, that's good that today there's been some support. Someone's gone out there and bought 2 million shares of this thing and figured, it just isn't this cheap. Can't be this cheap, and I'm buying it at this price, which is good. It means there are guys out there that say, fuck the market. This is still a good deal, and I'm getting my value while I can. Now, I'm not saying chase that guy, even though I like Element, and I actually have some of the stock in this thing still. It's one of the few things I didn't cash out of because I was worried about missing a news catalyst. But I'm not telling you to go out there and buy ELMT right now. Maybe tomorrow it'll be 16 cents again, and maybe you'll want to make that decision. Maybe it'll be 10 cents. Maybe the markets are going to simmer over the weekend and go boom downwards on Monday. So I don't want to be the guy who's trying to catch a falling knife. I don't want to be making decisions based on hope. I want to watch and see where the trade winds are blowing. And on this one right now, other than today, the trade winds have been down. So what am I going to do with Element? Well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be in cash. My cash has been sitting there for about 3 months now. I've been getting out of every equity, bar a handful. Getting into a place where I have a big fat lump of cash. Now, if the markets go to next to zero tomorrow, I love it. Thank you very much. I'm sorry you all lost your shirts, but I'm waiting for it. And if it happens that we have a 2008 like 30%, 40% dump, I'm going to be buying back everything I sold times 3, times 4, times 5, times 10. Right? This is an opportunity exists on the way down. You don't need to hold on to your stock and be like team ELMT. No one at that company is going to tell you you're a bad guy if you sell your stock at 20 and rebuy it at 10. It's not about whether you get out of it in the short term, it's whether you're in there for the long term. So for mine, ELMT interesting to watch. Get it on your watch list, check it every day, see where it's at. And if it gets to a place where it's stupid, then you might want to think about taking advantage of that value buy. That's just one company out of 50 on my watch list that are doing the exact same thing. I'll show you another one because I think this one really shows it out. Here's Wellfield Technology, right? So Wellfield Technology is a decentralized finance company that is, for mine, the fix for what's happening with crypto right now, right? So problems in crypto, Coinbase is allegedly running out of money. People can't get their cash out. They're having all sorts of problems. Other exchanges are the same. Crypto is down so hard that people are ripping their money out, and those exchanges may not have enough cash to cover the VIG. This is a problem. This means more people want to get out. More withdrawals are happening. And if you can't get your money out of Coinbase, what do? You go to Canaccord and you pull the 30 grand you've got in equities out. So make sure that you've got something to sit on, to make sure that you can pay your taxes when you need to pay your taxes on all that money that isn't in your crypto account anymore. The sky's falling. Look, I tell you, I've been selling my stock in advance of this because you could see it coming if you were any sort of realist. That doesn't make me a genius. It makes me aware, all right? And the reason that I'm selling in advance there was not that I don't have faith in the companies that I've invested in. Everything that I sold, I have faith in. I have faith that these things long-term will be really good. But I don't need to ride it from 20 cents to 10 cents so that I can say, I'm team company. I need to protect my damn investment so that when these things bottom out and start their inevitable climb back, I can buy more of them. I can be a bigger shareholder, right? So this isn't to say that it's going to happen next week. It might not happen for 2 months, but when it happens, I'm going to be sitting there. Now, my cash, yes, is being eaten into by inflation. I'm happy to lose 7% a month. I'll be okay with that if everything else is going down 30. So that's my strategy right now. Now, Wellfield, I really like because the reason Wellfield, to me, fixes the problems in crypto is that they're a company that seeks to remove the exchanges from the process, right? The reason there's a problem with crypto is it's only a store of value. It's not functional trade bait. I can't go and buy a slice of pizza with Ethereum. If I did, the trade takes 4 hours, it's expensive, and I've got to rely on the other guy over here wanting to take the Ethereum, even though it might drop 20% in the next week. So how am I ever going to use that with its stated use, which is currency? Can't do it. What Wellfield wants to do, though, is to remove the exchange to allow peer-to-peer trade. So if you've got Ethereum and I've got Bitcoin, or you've got US dollars and I've got Australian dollars, we can still make the trade. We can do it without an exchange getting in the way. It'll be quicker, it'll be simpler, it'll be less expensive. And people like me that don't want to get into the, building a fucking new rig to run crypto don't have to go through the elaborate extremes of actually making this thing function. It's a simple graphic user interface as opposed to the equivalent of getting a computer science degree. So I really like Wellfield. WFLD is the ticker symbol. I think it's great. I thought it was great at $2. I think it's really great at 50 cents. And the reason it's down to 50 cents, even though it was $1.30 just a couple of days ago, is because people relate it to crypto. It's a crypto company. This is a crypto company. Crypto sucks. Sell Wellfield. That's the dumbest thing because you know that what the crypto bros always say whenever someone complains about a thing with the markets and they say Bitcoin fixes this. Well, all the shit that's wrong with crypto, Wellfield fixes this. WFLD. This thing is not going to run out of money anytime soon. It's not going to run out of users. If crypto goes into a big black hole and only becomes useful for buying pizza slices, Wellfield still makes money. So I'm all in on this thing. I think it's great. Yeah, hand to God, they're a client, but they became a client because we pursued them, because we really like this deal. So here we are, things down now. You get it for 1/4 of the price that you could have got it for a month and a half ago. There's been no news to change the company at all, right? The company still exists as it was. It's still doing all the things it said it was going to do, but you get it now at a 75% discount. What could be better than that? Market crashes. Bring them all. Bring the market crashes, man. I want more market crashes so I can get cheap Wellfield. I want more market crashes so I can get cheap Element. But you know what's going to happen is you guys are all going to sell at the bottom. You should have been selling last week. You should have been selling a month ago when we were telling you to sell. Find out what it's like to have the money in your hand and to be in a place where when everything is a value buy, when the dust is settled, when everyone's walking around holding their backside saying, oh my God, I got so badly beaten up, that you can say, I will buy your shares, and I will buy your shares, and I will buy your shares, and take advantage of that great elevation that will happen after the inevitable continuation of the current downslide. Now, to be fair, this downslide, it might continue for a couple of weeks, it might be a couple of months, right? We don't know. The US Fed might step in like they did with Trump and just buy like $10 trillion worth of equities, and the market will once again jump until someone at some point has to do the responsible thing. Maybe interest rates will go up and the market will go down, or maybe the interest rates will go up and the market will go up. I don't even know. I can't even keep track anymore of what's supposed to go up and what's supposed to go down. All I know is in that situation when I can't predict the market, I've got to get out of the market. Right? And if I lose a little bit of upside, I'm okay with that, as long as I lose as much of that downside as possible. Right now, I am downside proof, and if the market wants to get crushed, I'm sorry for everyone who'll lose money. I'm sorry for everyone who'll be hurt by that, but I will not be sorry about my own financial position. So in closing, love your companies. You're not on team company. Get out of the way when short-term things are going to hurt it, and be ready to buy in bulk when long-term things start to take over.